Hi, we are, as you can see, we're off trail. We are in Kentucky. So, the last time you heard from us, we were on our way to Blind Gap. I don't know that I put that video out yet, but we were heading from Dix Creek to Blind Gap, and I started feeling sick about a mile from Blue Ridge Mountain. Not sure what it was. It was probably dehydration. But we got nearly a mile from there and called a shuttle driver just so we can go in town and rest. And then when we got there, it just felt like the right thing to do to take a complete zero because we hadn't done that for a week. So Jeremy has been struggling with his shoulder, and he was telling me on Sunday, which would have been the 17th, that his shoulder was really not, he wasn't just struggling with it, he was actually in a lot of pain with his shoulder, and it had been for several days. So I'll let you share about your shoulder.
Yeah, I had not damage, but I've had nerve issues in my shoulders for years, just off and on. You get pinched nerve. And so I ended up calling my doctor because she knows the history of it. And she had said, with what you're doing, you need to stop immediately.
For how long did she say?
Was it 6 to 12 weeks?
Yeah. So a long recovery time.
And she also thought you need to reassess. Because if you keep doing that, you could end up with permanent nerve damage.
Right.
Because it got to where I couldn't feel my left hand. I couldn't feel the trekking pole in my left hand and swelling up and everything. I'd wake up in the morning just like I couldn't hardly move. It was so bad. And then to try to put that pack back on and keep going, it was getting too bad.
Yeah. So it was a previous injury that was reignited but got worse.
As bad as it's ever been.
And even after the 0 day, it was still bad, and it's still hurting. He's still in pain. So, we always had a plan B if one of us were to have been injured, or if something were to happen, if family needed us to come back home, we always had a plan B. I'm actually really excited about our plan B. Plan B was my plan A. But we have absolutely no regrets. Our plan B is to travel for a few weeks, travel and see places across the United States that we've never gotten to see. Mm-hmm. I'm really excited about seeing Louisiana, Bourbon Street. What are you excited about seeing?
Tombstone, Arizona. I've always wanted to go, so we're just going to kind of go down through some southern states and up and see the Grand Canyon, Tombstone, Arizona.
Yep.
Northern California, if you've never been there, is spectacular.
I'm going to hug a tree.
And then maybe coming through Colorado, and we're gonna make, we anticipated having 6 months off.
Yeah.
So of course that's been shortened considerably because when you're out on the road, you can't do that for 6 months. It's not sustainable.
Yeah. Well, we can't do that anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to Ohio back to get our truck, and I have a bunch of camping gear for our truck. Mm-hmm. So it's like a mobile camper almost. You can anywhere that truck can go, we can set up shop. Camp at some state parks. We're gonna stay at some hotels too, and it's way more comfortable. It's not sleeping on the ground, so I'm not worried about my shoulder. But yeah, that's always been our plan B.
Yeah. So I mean, confirming that his recovery time would take us past the deadline to be at Mount Katahdin just kind of called it for us. We will say, if you plan to hike the Appalachian Trail, please know that it's absolutely worth it. It was absolutely worth the investment. We have zero regrets about the investment, the sacrifice, the training. We will take our hiking experience with us the rest of our life and pass it on. Mm-hmm. Part of our goal was to reconnect and to heal and to process our daughter's death together after she died. Jeremy and I both went into work and we didn't get that time, and we've had time on the trail, and we're going to continue to have a few more weeks together, and we're so incredibly blessed to have that. We know that there are people out there who have significant loss in their life and they don't get that time to reconnect. Mm-hmm. So we have no regrets, and we're so very grateful. For those who have been invested in watching these videos, thank you so much. Thank you for your prayers and your kindness. We will continue to take Autumn with us, take Grace with you. We will continue to take her to all these beautiful places, and I will continue to post her little face blowing the dandelion on Instagram to the places that we go. If you have her picture, please keep doing that. It's such a joy when people send us messages and they say, you know, Autumn was in New York today, or Autumn was in Guatemala today, or just
Australia, Japan.
yeah, just amazing places that she has got to travel. So yeah, it's a new adventure, and we're really excited about it. I feel like I'm overly excited about it. But anything else?
We don't know if we're gonna post any more videos.
Yeah.
We may if we feel like it, but we're not. You know, we sure don't want to feel like this. Oh, we got to make a video. We got to make a video.
Yeah.
I love the fact that people actually wanted to see us do something. That's
and we
new.
may document for our children or
Yeah, and we
grandchildren,
may.
because that was the point anyway, to do that for them.
You know, you may not see anything for a while, but then boom, you might see one. Feel free to check it out. You know, Lord knows where it's going to be from, but
yeah, our families are really excited to have us back. So we're excited to see them too.
Yeah.
Instead of October, we're going to see them earlier. So, all right, guys, thank you again so much for your investment of time and watching these videos, and encouragement and kind comments. And some of you have invested time, and it's been a joy for us to know that you've sat and watched these videos. So
yeah,
thank you.
We've met so many great people.
Amazing people.
And I do want to say thank you to Ginger.
Yes, thank you, Ginger.
She knows who we're talking about, her and her wonderful family. It was so good to meet you guys at the visitor center, and I'm just overwhelmed with you know, the support you guys have shown, and thank you so much. And there's been so many others. Yeah,
Uncle Mike and Banjo, if you guys happen to see this video, I am so rooting for you.
Yeah.
Shira, I'm rooting for you. Navajo Joe, I'm rooting for you. Kara Kirtley, thank you so much. If you don't know Kara Kirtley, the Beast is her trail name. Please go follow her. She sells amazing candles. Thank you for the initial encouragement on trail. You were amazing. So, are we forgetting anybody? I hope we don't.
I'm probably all right, I'm sure. But...
Stacy and her husband. Her husband is walking the trail right now, and I think his name is Jeff. And Stacy, I will never forget our conversation. If we did this trail just to meet you, and for me to have that one conversation with you, to sit across the table from someone else who has lost a child, it was deeply healing for me, and I just want to say thank you again for having that conversation with me. So, all right.
See you guys down the road.
All right. Bye.